We're going to go over how to make a basic Google form, different uses and the different features within the Google Form Editor. To start, you need to be signed in to your Google account and come to your Drive. You're going to click the New button, and note that Google Forms does not automatically appear. It's hidden under the More, so you need to hover over there so that it appears, and then click Google Forms. Once you do that, your editing field will appear, and this is the default look of it. So the first thing I usually do is give it a title, and we'll make this our practice title. And note that it doesn't automatically populate the title up here, so I just click up there and then it does it. I don't know why it doesn't automatically. You can click and type a form description here if you want to add any additional instructions or kind of a header. I won't do that now. And then here's your first question. So if I click on this untitled question box, you can see that the editing field opens, and I can choose my question type. Defaults to multiple choice, and if I click the down arrow there, I can see the other question types that are offered. The most commonly used for myself are short answer, multiple choice, check boxes, and then either one of these, either a scale or a grid. I use those quite a lot. So we'll just start with the multiple choice, and we'll type in our question here. And we can put our responses in here. I'm only going to give you 2 responses there, and you can add other anytime in any question that you want to. And let's say, oh, I want to force you to choose chocolate or vanilla, then I can delete other as a choice and click away, and I'm done. Then if I want to add a new question in, I come here to the add bar. I can add a question, I can add a new description field, an image, a video, or I can add a new section, and that's kind of nice for the flow of a form because it separates what you see on the screen to what's right here in front of you. And then if you want to add more questions, you have to click next and see it on a separate screen, so it kind of breaks up the visual field. We're just going to add a new question now, and we're going to make this a text-based answer. Why did you make that choice? And we can make this a required question if we want to, or not. And then let's say we want to move this question up above. We just need the quadruple arrow for moving, and we can drag it up. And oh, that doesn't even make sense like that, so let's put it back. That's better. Another thing that's handy is that you can copy questions that you've already created. So let's say we just want to collect a bunch of data from people. We want to put it into a graph and study trends. So I typed, ask the person sitting to your right what their favorite flavor is, either chocolate or vanilla, and then I can come down here and duplicate the question, and I can just change this to ask the person sitting on your left, and that way we're asking the same question multiple times, but it saved me so much time because I just duplicated the response. If I want to go and I want to change a question I've already created, I can click on that question, and you see how the editing fields have popped open, and these editing fields are now closed. So I can go back and forth between them and continue editing if I need to, delete questions if I didn't really want to do that, or just change choices. Once I have my questions here, there's a response tab as well, and if I click over to the responses, nobody's responded yet. I'm waiting. I'm accepting responses, or I've closed my form, so you can do that once you've given a class period a time to respond and you want to shut that off, you can do that there. You can come here to your more choices and get email notifications. If you want the response destination to be a particular spreadsheet or just the automatically created one, you have to initiate the creation of that. And then you can view the responses on a spreadsheet, or you can show them here, and I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. If I come here to settings, you can require that they only have one response, or you can allow them to submit more than one response. You can give a message when they're all done, instructions for what to do next, or check in on the other responses. There. You can preview what your form looks like to the public here. So you can make sure that it's in the correct order, that it makes sense to people, and you can just toggle back and forth between that and the editing view. You can change the theme, the colors are all here, and then if you want to make it a little more interesting, you can click on the image button and they have pre-populated themes here. You can click that, or you can upload your own photo to put up there and make it more personalized. You can see that changes the whole color scheme of everything. If I want to give responses myself and test out how it looks, I can go to preview and just enter in my choices, and this is just practice, and submit. And you can see that it asks if you want to submit another response or not, so you can be done there and you can just click back to the form up on your top tab. And now I can see here that 4 people have given their responses, and if I click over there to the response tab, you can see that it puts it into a graph for you, and also the text-based response puts into a list of answers there. And then if I want to look at it on the spreadsheet to manipulate the data myself, I can go there, and that's what it looks like on the spreadsheet. If I want to send this, I can click on the send button, and it gives you either you can email it to someone, you can get a link and you can share the link with someone, you can shorten it so it's a little bit easier, you can share it out on social media, or you can embed the form into a website or blog. And the last little piece I'll show you is on the editing screen, the More button here. You can make a copy of that form, same exact questions. You can just make tweaks for each period that you have if you want to. You can add collaborators, so more than one person can help in the creation of the form. And that's about it for this one.